Hi everyone, this is Hilary of Hilary's Mindful Living, and today I'm here to teach about the importance of gratitude. There's a wonderful mantra that I use that says gratitude changes your attitude, and it really does. Gratitude and feeling grateful is a very high vibrational energy. It's so high, it has the ability to take you from going through hard times. When you start to practice gratitude, it can raise your mood instantaneously. But it's a practice and you have to work. You have to work to be grateful for everything in the world. Work to be grateful for all the people in your life, even the challenging ones. And work to be grateful, most importantly, for yourself. That's a hard thing to do. Think of a time that you felt grateful for. How did you feel when you were grateful? Here's a little story of when I felt grateful. Long time ago, when I had very, very young children. The rest of my family also had young children, my two brothers as well. And we were getting together for Thanksgiving. And I remember we were trying to take a picture of all of the little babies. And we put them all on the couch, one by one by one. And then all the parents, stood in the background to take a picture. And we were all yelling to our children to smile, smile, look over here and take a picture. And I looked over at my father at the time, and he looked back at me, and we shared this feeling that was so beautiful. It was so gorgeous because we were feeling gratitude for these small human beings and that they had just come into the world. And I know for me, when I feel gratitude, I feel a swelling in my heart, like almost an expansive feeling. I'll often feel a little weepy, joyous, tingly. So pay attention first to what you feel when you feel grateful, because it's actually a physical feeling that you can feel. On the opposite end of that, pay attention to when you're not grateful. And often we get very overwhelmed as humans, and often we're focusing on what we think we don't have. And that's when we go low vibe. And usually it's about not having enough money, material possessions, not achieving enough, maybe not appreciating how we look or the people in our lives. When you feel overwhelmed and upset, what does that feel like? For me, it feels constrictive in my chest. I feel miserable. I feel like a tightness. I feel tired. So it's good to know how you feel when you're being grateful, so you can compare that to how you feel when you're not being grateful, and realize that the not being grateful side doesn't feel good, and it's easy to sort of flip that to the other side of gratitude. I want to bring up sick people. So people who are dying or who have had a brush with death often shift their priorities. And there's a lot you can learn from these people, because they understand that all the things that they thought were important, which I told you about before, money, how you look, what you've achieved, when you're bumping up against death, that's not what's important. So you really find what's really important is just these little teeny small moments, like the one I just explained when we put all the babies up and we took their picture and we felt so grateful. But it's little small moments all day long that we want to be grateful for. Grateful for our freedom. Grateful for a sunny day. Grateful when the sky is blue. Grateful when someone smiles at you. Grateful when someone holds the door for you. Grateful that you have heat on in your house. Grateful that you have a comfy bed to sleep in, or you have enough food to eat. these are massively important things, but they're just teeny tiny things that people ignore and don't pay attention to. So sick people are great about getting their priorities in line. Okay, next part of my video is, how do we practice more gratitude? Okay, number one, help others. I've spoken about this on other videos that I've done, but I'll always talk about it because helping others is a wonderful thing that you can do. It doesn't even have to be anything big. It could be, like I said, opening the door for someone, maybe helping an older person with their groceries to their car, calling a friend out of the blue that you feel like might be going through a hard time. Just by doing one of those things can completely take you from a stinky day to a really good day, because you feel in your heart this connection. What you're really feeling is a connection to the oneness, because we're all brothers and sisters. So whenever we do anything to help one of our brothers and sisters, it ricochets back on us and gives us a gratitude boost. So number two, the second way to practice gratitude is something that I call give one and get one. So I just talked about helping others. So that would be in the give category. So every day you could keep a list where you think you tell yourself in the beginning of the day that you're going to help someone, and however the day unfolds, you keep in the back of your mind something that you can do to help someone. And when it arrives, there's always a window and always an opportunity where it arrives. You do that. Maybe it's even letting someone in front of you on the highway. I mean, that's even helping someone, okay? So let's say that was your give that day. I let several people in the merge lane. And then the get, you also have to get. So it's just as important. We always have to be balanced. So it's just as important to give and to get. Some people give so much that they don't get anything ever. And that's imbalanced. And then some people take more than they give, and that's imbalance. So try and live your life every day with one give and one get. So the get could be, I took a walk in nature to help balance me. Or the get could be, I bought myself the shirt that I really wanted. I sat out in the sunshine. It just can be as small or as big as you want, but it's called give one, get one. Okay. The third way to practice gratitude, and this is something that I forgot my gratitude journal. Okay. Well, I'll just tell you about my gratitude journal. A gratitude journal is a book, and I use a journal, and every day I write 4 things when I wake up that I'm grateful for, and then before I go to sleep I write 4 things that I'm grateful for. And the idea is you start your day in gratitude and you end your day in gratitude. So often, since I left my book in the other room, I will write, in the morning, I am grateful for a good night's sleep. I am grateful for my partner that lays beside me. I am grateful it's a sunny day. I am grateful that my bed was cozy. So maybe that's my daytime gratitude before I get up. And then my nighttime gratitude could be anything from, I am grateful for the hawk that I saw outside today. I am grateful that my dog laid with me. I am grateful that I got a raise. I am grateful that my mother told me she loved me today. So there's no wrong or right. You can repeat things. It doesn't matter. You just want to get in the habit of saying what you're grateful for. And there's method to this to this process, because the more you keep noticing your gratitude, the more it will grow till you get to the point where you don't really see the stinky things. You see them, you observe them, but you don't take them in, because you're able to shift into gratitude and know that this is all happening for a reason, to teach you something. Okay, number 4, the fourth way to have more gratitude in your life is through observation. So I do this a lot in the mornings. I'll get up in the morning and I'll just sit on my front stoop and I'll just be quiet and I'll just listen to the sounds around me. And while I'm listening, I'm feeling great gratitude for the birds, for the rising sun, for the smell of the outdoors, for the quiet. So it's just observation. You can do it anywhere. You can, if you're really nervous and anxious about something, if you instead just started naming all the things that you're observing, you would calm down. I see a beautiful bird. I see the sunshine. I see the shoes on my feet that are keeping my feet warm. So observation. Number 5, another way to practice gratitude is say it when you feel it. Okay, so we feel gratitude a lot, but we often don't say it to the people that we would love to hear it. For instance, wow, that was a delicious meal. Thank you for cooking that for me. Or saying to someone you work with, you did a great job. Telling a friend how wonderful they are. So say it when you feel it. Number 6, write a letter. This is a good thing to do. I used to do this a lot around the Thanksgiving time. I would pick one person that I was feeling grateful for, and I would write them a letter of gratitude of why I love them or why I cared about them. This is a great thing to do, not only for yourself, it really uplifts someone else. Certainly when you mail a letter in the mail, it's such a rarity these days, people are so grateful to open up something about how wonderful they are. Okay. Number 7, this is something you can do. I know Easter's coming up and Passover's coming up and any other holiday you can think of. You sit at a table with the people that you love and everyone has a card, like an index card. You write each person's name on each card. So let's say my first card is Mary Jones. So I write one thing I like about Mary Jones, and then I pass the card to the person to my right, and then they write something about Mary Jones. And the card gets passed all around the table till it ends up in Mary's hands, and she gets to read what everyone thinks about her, which is a really beautiful thing. And you can do that with all the people sitting at the table. It's a really nice gratitude exercise. Number 8 of how to practice gratitude is get quiet. I say this a million times. We're so inundated with information and noise that it's rare when people get quiet. But when you're in the quiet is when you can really connect to your inner knowing and feel the gratitude for everything in your life, both inside and outside. So, of course, meditation is best. Observation is fine too. Number 8, have body gratitude. This is a big one, especially for women. We are constantly being taught through media and what we see on TV, what is attractive. So often and I'm not trying to just say women, because I think men too will feel like we're less than. We're too heavy, we're too flabby, our hair's not right, our nose isn't right. But what if instead we focused what is right with our bodies? So I do this really wonderful body gratitude exercise, which is tricky to do at first because it requires you to love yourself. And as I'm getting dressed in the morning, if I see myself in the mirror, I say nice things about my body. Wow, my eyes are beautiful. Look at my smile. Look at my white teeth. Look at my long legs. They're awesome. They help me to walk miles and miles and miles. I'm so grateful for them. I'm grateful for my feet that help me to balance. That kind of thing. It's really a powerful exercise, and it's uncomfortable at first, but with practice you get better. And with all of these things that I suggested, with practice you'll get better. In the comments section, I will leave my whole list of my gratitude practices in case you don't remember them in the video. And finally, every morning after I meditate, I say a prayer. And this is a very effective prayer of gratitude for myself, and I just want to share it with you. And my prayer goes like this: I am grateful for all that I am, all that I have, and all that I'm becoming. And I share this gratitude with the world. And I am grateful for you. So thank you so much.